versus 100 grams. Look at the total protein content per 100 grams of dry matter. Acai has how much protein?
13 grams.
And the egg has how much?
12.49.
Correct.
Wow.
The acai berry, a fruit, has more total protein than the egg. Now, what does protein contain that's so critical for us?
Amino acids?
Correct. Absolutely correct. The amino acids are known as the building blocks of life. And it's these amino acids that allow us to stay alive, to repair, to rejuvenate, to rebuild, and they keep us strong. They're actually the blocks that keep us together. So, let's look at amino acids now. Take a different amino acid. Look at leucine. The egg has how much leucine?
The egg has 8.86.
Correct. And the acai berry?
9.11.
Correct. Let's look at phenylalanine. The egg has how much?
Egg has 5.51.
And the acai berry?
7.04.
Correct.
Wow.
Look at the threonine. The egg has how much? 4.98. And the acai berry?
6.36.
Look at valine. The egg has 6.32. The acai berry has 7.04.
Wow.
Histidine. The egg has 2.46. The acai berry 2.55. I brought an amino acid guide. Do you see the chart?
Yeah.
Okay. What it has is it has each amino acid and it has what benefit it brings to the human body.
Okay.
So if you take threonine, it says, is an important constituent of collagen and elastin proteins. So when I say to the listeners that acai is high in protein, you saw that it's higher in protein than an egg. And now I'm giving you the definition of what threonine does or what these amino acids do. And so now the listeners can start to put the pieces of this puzzle together. Threonine. It's a lipotropic, preventing fatty buildup in the liver. Glycogen, energy storage, source of glucose by the liver and the muscles. It's essential to normal growth. It's generally low in vegetarian diets. It builds up in the immune system, producing immunoglobulins and antibodies, and it's an important constituent of collagen and elastin proteins. That's one amino acid.
Wow.
Let's look at one more.
Okay.
Phenylalanine. Phenylalanine produces and maintains an elevated and positive mood, alertness, and ambition. Now, this is not something I wrote. This is in an amino acid dictionary. It enhances learning and memory. It produces neurotransmitters which control impulse transmission between nerve cells, is involved in dopamine transmission, is used in the treatment of certain types of depression, and suppresses the appetite. Now, you've got 21 amino acids in the acai berry, and it has more amino acids and more protein than an egg. This is one of the reasons why I'm so shocked, I'm so amazed at this little purple berry. That's a fruit.
Dr. Lindsay, that is great information about the protein in the acai berry. Can you tell us a little more about the fat breakdown?
Well, absolutely. And what the acai has is it has good fat. It has essential fat. And people really have to understand that we get too much of the saturated and bad fats in our diet, and that the more good fats that we get in our diet, that actually helps us to lose weight. It helps our brain to function better. It helps our central nervous system to function better. It helps our energy levels, because fat is the most concentrated source of energy in all foods. And
Wasn't that all the hype around the Mediterranean diet? Or not necessarily hype, but you heard about it, kind of a faddish thing. Was there something to that?
Absolutely. Researchers wanted to know why people in the Mediterranean were living longer, but they were smoking every day and they were drinking all of this wine, and they didn't understand it, so they sent researchers there to try to uncover what was happening, and they realized that the people in the Mediterranean were living longer even though they were drinking and smoking and doing all these things that were causing people in the North America to die quickly or prematurely, and they realized that it was all the good fat from the olive oil that was in their diet, and it was all the anthocyanins and all the carotenoids and all the antioxidants that were in the red wine.
Wow.
So there you have it.
Fascinating.
Yeah, that now the listeners know the breakdown of why the Mediterranean diet is so good. It's basically the fat from the olive oil, and it's the antioxidants in the red wine.
Well, back to the breakdown of the essential fatty acids. Tell us about the acai berry.
Acai contains approximately 50% of total lipids in relation to dry matter. So if you take the key essential fatty acids, the oleic, the linoleic, the linolenic, the vitamin E even, the acai has amazing amounts. You've got 60 of the oleic, you've got 12 of the linoleic versus 3 to 12 of olives. You've got linolenic, you've got tocopherols, you've got tocotrienols, you've got the AT, you've got the AT3, you've got the BT3, all of the different aspects of the vitamin E. All of the good fat can be found in the acai berry.
Wow.
And that's exactly why when you pour a glass of the Acai 100, if you look at the top, you can see that layer of fat that I was talking about earlier. If you stick your finger down in it and you move your finger around, you'll feel it's kind of oily. That's all the good fat. That's all the good essential fatty acids that we need to put in our body. Again, without essential fatty acids, we cannot function. That's why they're essential. They're essential for life. We need them to stay alive. If you took all the essential fat out of your body, you would take your last breath. Mm-hmm. These fats are critical for our heart, our cardiovascular system, our circulatory system, our brain, our nervous system, and for the production of energy.
So what happens when people don't either get enough fat or they get too much of the bad fat? Is that the breakdown in the health?
Yeah. When you get too much bad fats, your entire circulatory system gets what I call constipated. Mm-hmm. It gets clogged up, and that's how people die. Mm-hmm. When you get the good fat, that's when it helps to clean out and helps to remove and helps to purify the bad fat out of the body. But the good fat also is the food for the brain, is the food for the reproductive system, is the food for the central nervous system. It is the food for energy production.
Mm-hmm. So fat really is relative. We're going to have to kind of change
the mindset.
Yeah, just change our mindset around the word fat. Yeah. It only has a negative connotation. But
Absolutely. You know what's interesting is that good fat helps us burn other calories and nutrients.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So people who want to lose weight, one of the best ways to lose weight is to get enough good fat. The Acai 100 is loaded with good fat.
All right, Dr. Lindsay, these nutrients are what make us feel and look better. And you believe the acai has the most nutrients of any food, correct?
Yes.
So give us a quick breakdown of everything that we can find in the acai 100.
Okay, you get essential protein, which is essential for life, essential fat, which is essential for life, anthocyanins, which are antioxidants that help to consume and destroy the free radicals, vitamins and minerals, fiber. Remember, the acai berry is 25% fiber, and you get antioxidants. So those are the 6 key components that you receive every time you consume an ounce of the Acai 100.
I'm starting to see why everyone's saying this is the most nutrient-dense, kind of perfect food.
Yeah, I mean, look, this berry has received so much attention lately. It's been on Good Morning America. It's been on the Today Show. It's been on the Oprah Winfrey Show. It's been written up in thousands of different newspapers and health-related magazines all across North America. It's getting all this attention for a reason. It truly is a wonder food.
Dr. Lindsay, can you tell us a little bit more about the anthocyanins? I understand them a little bit, but I want our listeners to really grasp it.
Sure. The anthocyanins are water-soluble pigments that provide color to plants. So the goji berry is very red, the acai berry is very purple, and it's in the color that provides us with all these antioxidants. And it's the antioxidants that when we get them in our body, they remove the free radicals from our body or help to destroy the free radicals. So anthocyanins, the acai berry, the Acai 100 contains almost 10 times the amount of anthocyanins found in grape. Grapes have gotten tremendous amount of attention because of this. Acai 100 contains 350% more anthocyanins than found in a glass of red wine.
Wow.
Acai 100 contains anthocyanins that are 6 to 8 times more potent than vitamin C in regards to its ability to consume free radicals. The Acai 100 are higher in anthocyanin levels than cherries, strawberries, raspberries, or any of these other popular fruits. Acai 100 has 3 to 10 times